Hi, everyone. I'm Alex Zeman, a career counselor at Aurora University.
And I'm Dalen Johnson. I'm the campus internship coordinator here at AU. And today we're going to talk about how you can add all these different experiential learning opportunities to your resume.
Here you have an example of courses and certifications on your resume. We started with education first because that's going to be one of the more relevant pieces of information that employers want to see for now. And then you can see underneath education, I decided to put certifications because that's going to be also something that's pretty relevant to the field that you're going to be going into. I just listed the specific certifications from who they are from and what the topic was. And then for projects, you can see I used Aurora University classes to be able to demonstrate skills related to the field that I'm going to be going into, or well, you're going to be going into, and used results and actionable insights to tell employers about my skills.
And so here we have some examples of how to add volunteer experience to your resume. Instead of just listing, for example, that you volunteered at Feed My Starving Children, you want to show a bullet point that kind of outlines the actual task that you did and then the result or impact that it had. So an example could be collaborated with a diverse team of 10 to construct and renovate affordable housing, contributing to safe and stable living environments for low-income families in the community. So you can see there's data, 10 of how many people you worked with, what you did, you constructed and renovated affordable housing, and the impact of that was you contributed to safe and stable living environments, and then also the object of that contribution was the low-income families. So just being as specific as possible so that employers can see the action that you took and kind of what it led to so that they can envision the actions that you might take in their organization if they were to hire you, and the capabilities that your actions have and what they could lead to for their organization. Even if it's a little bit different than what you actually did, it's still something that they can envision coming from you.
Student orgs are a great thing to put on your resume. And I like to take it the next step and add a bullet point to demonstrate, again, those skills that employers will want to see and how I've done that within that organization. So this could look like leading a group of 10 officers to plan and execute over 12 events, increasing member engagement by 25% and fostering a collaborative environment that promoted student leadership and professional development. You can see where data was included to back up whatever the skills. Not only did I do the skills, but they actually led to something. So that shows impact. And you can see another one is organized and documented meetings and agendas, enhancing communication and accountability within the team, and ensuring 100% follow through on action items across 15 plus organizational initiatives.
Of course, another thing you'll want to add to your resume is any kind of internships or virtual internships that you might do. And again, instead of just listing the company, you want to do a few bullet points about what you did and the impact that it had. So an example would be led a market analysis of a client's product line to uncover trends and customer insights, helping shape marketing strategies that boosted engagement by 15% in the first month after launch. Another example would be delivered a high impact project on a tight deadline, providing insights that improve the client's workflow efficiency and earning praise for attention to detail and problem solving. This is a great way to kind of show that skills that you have and that you, for example, are capable of doing things on a tight deadline. That's something you've done in class, but this is a real example of how you did that, and it provided insights that led to something. It led to improved workflow efficiency, and then you got praise for attention to detail and problem solving. So any job might want you to have attention to detail and problem solving, and this is a great way for you to prove that. Instead of just listing those as skills, you're backing them up as something that you did in an experiential learning opportunity.
Even tasks that don't feel career related, like babysitting or translating for a family member, caretaking, or any type of athletics that can still demonstrate transferable skills that are critical to employers. So you can see an example we have is designed and led creative educational and physical activities for 3 children ages 3, 5, and 9, resulting in increased daily engagement and positive feedback from parents. So you can see just from babysitting, this person was able to create educational activities. And you can see they were even specific in the ages of the children and again, what happened when I did that thing. Always try to include that if you can.
So you might be wondering where we got all these fancy words to talk about some tasks that are pretty simple with student org involvement or babysitting. So a lot of those you can get from the actual positions that you're applying to. So if you are applying to this position for a part-time childcare, you could look at the position description and then find words on there that you could put in your resume. Maybe you've done a similar task. Maybe you've babysat for your siblings, so you could use their exact words, creating a safe and nurturing, engaging environment to show that you've already done that in the past. It doesn't have to be like you've done this exact job, you've just done similar actions. Maybe you've done some sort of role that included responsibility, time management, and interpersonal skills, maybe in a retail job. So that's a great way to work in those words because they're applicable to a lot of different positions. Maybe you did planning and engaging in your student org for events. Maybe you provided guidance and support as you were a tutor on campus or any of these things. So just look at the actual position description. I like to print it out and highlight any words that maybe you can spin or reframe to talk about tasks that you've already completed or roles that you've already had, so that again you can look aligned with the position that you're applying for, and the employer can say, hey, they have already done similar tasks. They're even using the same words as us, so they're a great fit.
We also want to share some more resources with you. This is a sample resume that we created, and you can see some of the general formatting that we like to use. This is our idea of what a resume can look like. Sometimes resumes are subjective, so formatting can look a little bit differently, but these are some of the things that we like to do, like putting the dates on the right side of the page. You can see again how we listed the order of activities by most relevant and also utilizing no job experience. So that's something that's nice about this resume is it's all based off of just experiences outside of jobs. And we used a mix of an experience from Forage online, a project from AU, and two different activities and a volunteer experience. And it created about a page worth of information to tell the employer.
So some other resources we just wanted to share with you. Again, if you're wondering how we came up with these bullet points or how we came up with these experiences, you don't feel like you can fill the page that way yourself. You can use VMock, which is an app on Okta that you have access to. You can sign in, it will score your resume, and then it will also help you give feedback on your resume, and then will also help you tailor your resume to certain position descriptions. So you could paste in a job that you're applying to or an internship that you're applying to, and it will help you find those keywords and find those areas of alignment that you can add to your resume to again show that you're a great fit. We can also help you interpret VMock or use VMock if you're having trouble with that. And then you can also use ChatGPT. So maybe you create like a very basic bullet point that lists what you did, and then you ask it to show you how you can improve that bullet point to show impact or improve that bullet point to show data. And it's great at helping find examples of things that might be applicable to you that you could add to your bullet point. So you could say, create a bullet point that shows impact for, and then paste in what you already have written down. And again, in career services, we can help you with how to do that with ChatGPT, VMock, or just if you want to talk to a human about it too. And then we also just want to encourage you to put all your experiences on LinkedIn. Your profile should match your resume. Paste in those bullet points, make everything match with your LinkedIn and your resume, and then include enough detail to make it meaningful with employers. And then just use your network on LinkedIn to engage with others, to increase your visibility and just make yourself more marketable to employers with the experiences that you have and are working toward. So that's all we have for this experiential learning series. Thank you again for watching all these videos. And then, yes, we're here with you in career services if you need any help with anything experiential learning or resume related. Thank you.
Call it
Uh,